and this is Point Blank. On Point Blank tonight, my guest is Dr. Market Nawaane, who is the Member of Parliament for the Namdam constituency and the Chairman of the Health Committee of Parliament. The health sector has been in the news in recent times. He's played a leading role in resolving some of these issues, as well as the Health Committee. And tonight, he is our guest. Honorable, good evening. Thank you very much for your time.
Good evening to your listeners. I'm very glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You are the chairman of the Health Committee. The Health Committee or the health sector has been in the news for some time now. You know, the nurses, strike in some months past, the Muhammad Care Bill that came before the House, and the rest. First of all, let's start with the issue of the health sector and issues with the nurses. Have you been able to resolve the issue with the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association?
What should I say? I should say that I should say that we've been able to bring calm, relative calmness to the health sector as a whole, and that we hope that will enable the employer and the employees to talk to each other. Actually, we stepped in because at that point, the employer and the employee negotiations have broken down. They were practically not talking to each other anymore, and the strike action has started and was biting. Ghanaians were suffering, and as you know, we represent the patients, we represent the nurses, of course, we represent everybody as members of Parliament, as the Select Committee of Parliament, as your representatives in government. We represent all of you. And so this was the time for us to step in and bring all these stakeholders to sit down and talk. So we were able to call a meeting that was honored by the nurses, fair wages, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Finance. And we sat down with them and asked of the issues. And we had to break down what issues can we implement before the budget or with the media budget, and what can we do during the next budget, and probably what can we do in the long term to ensure that we don't have cases of this sort taking place in the health sector. I have to use this opportunity to thank the nurses. They were very, very respectful to the committee. They, spoke their mind out, and after that, I think that they were very calm. And of course, their employers, the Ministry of Health, the minister himself was present to ensure that he took part in the negotiations. And I'm happy that in the long run, we're able to first broker about a month peace. And after a month, when the tempest had settled, and we met them again, we're able to let them understand that, yes, it's a give and take situation. And so we're able to slot in 3 of their demands, which they requested for. And I believe that they were happy with it. The school uniform,
which are these demands?
Or the school uniform payments, the research allowance, and then the fuel allowance. These 3 demands, we're able to let them understand that government has accepted to implement this 3. And I believe that the government will keep to its word.
But then they have also raised issue that even though there was an agreement, when the media budget statement was read by the finance minister, they didn't see these agreements in there. It means that the government, even though they have agreed on the implementation, may take a while. You have a reason why that was done?
What I want them to understand that during the mid-year budget, the government did not come to request for extra money.
Yes.
And so they didn't see possibly their name being mentioned that this amount had been allocated for that. But rather, the government was going to draw from contingency funds or realignment of whatever existing fund or money that they were already using. In other words, they were not going to ask for any increase in money because of the demands of the nurses. And that's what we explained to them during the negotiations. I don't know whether they understood, they got those facts that government has no money, extra money, to meet all their demands. But this trade that we are talking about is not a situation that the government was going to bring in any new money from any place. But just by rearranging whatever is there, realigning whatever is there, or rethinking and adjusting here and there to ensure that they are captured. Yes, so the mid-year budget, I believe that they were captured, but it did not lead to an increase in the budget. Yeah.
So you believe their demands will be met by government?
Sure, their demand will be met by the government.
And we will not have another strike on our head?
No, I don't think so. On these issues, no. I don't expect that there should be a strike.
Have you had any meetings with them after your last meeting?
Oh no, I called only the president to thank her, and then for us to assure them that yes, we'll still continue to work with them to ensure that government implements what government has agreed to do.
You are a medical doctor.
Yeah.
You think medical professionals in this country are given their due?
I wouldn't say that we've been able to meet the expectations of the medical professionals. I'm saying this because we live in a global world. Now you can sit down in Ghana here and get employment in the UK or Netherlands or any other country.
The majority of our nurses are all living in these countries.
Yes, in droves. And so but we need to understand usually the government position, ability to pay. I mean, what is available and what can be done to meet everybody's expectations to some level or to some extent. Yeah, I actually left government practice about 25 years or 26 years ago. Yeah, in 1999 I left government practice. Yes, and went to private practice and I practice. I mean, in the private sector. Currently, I run hospitals in the private sector. Yes, and I understand the situation. I understand the nurses, but like I'm saying, it is what is in the kitty, what is available that can, determine what the government can do.
But what can we do to stop these brain drain? It's not only nurses. You also see doctors, well-trained doctors, senior surgeons and consultants, some of them also leaving for greener pastures. How do we stop them? Because we live in a country where we need a lot of these medical professionals here.
What's your name again?
My name is Sami.
Sami, since I came to Parliament, that is during the previous government, I've been one of those advocating that, look, let us not try to fight the brain drain. Let us try it as a nation to see whether we can gain
from it rather.
I'm saying so because the Ghanaians are so talented. There are people who read economics here. When they go to the UK and the US, they're able to go and read nursing and practice as nurses and other professions. We've got so much talent in this system that we should rather try to increase the training of the professions, the nurses, the doctors. Let's train them more and rather arrange with those countries that need their services. If they want to come and take some they should only let us know and let us have an arrangement in place where they can give us more resources to train more Ghanaians and give them some.
So we are talking about export of our professionals.
Very good. Brazil is exporting footballers. Recently during the World Club tournament.
Yeah.
After the tournament, I understand one team there, Fluminense or something like that. The first 11 are all exported. All those who played for Fluminense are going to Europe. And so the country gains something. The individuals are getting something. And Ghana, most of our people who go out of the country, they love Ghana to the extent that they repatriate a lot of their profits. They take good care of their people at home. And eventually, I'm telling you, even doctors who go out, I've been going there to meet them, they want to come home. Usually after 45. Between 30 and 45 or up to 50 years, they want to be there. But immediately they hit 50, they want to come home. Because some of them tell me that, look, when you get the money and you are there, you don't even enjoy the money.
You come down here and come and enjoy the money.
You come, when you've made the money, you come down here, you can build your own hospital, you can express yourself. Over there, you only keep the money at the bank. In the US, for example, you keep your millions of dollars at the bank. The percentage is about 3%. You don't have any imagination, but you can live a decent life, out of whatever you have earned. And you'll be getting 3% annually on your money. So you might earn about $30,000, $40,000, and you live on it decently. But when you want to express yourself well, then you have to come home, where you can decide that, no, I want to go into this type of business. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to help my village school with a library. This type of expression, you can only do it when you come back to Ghana here. And they are willing to come.
Let's just stay in Parliament. The Mahama Care bill that came before your committee. Your committee worked on that bill. There are many who have raised argument that the Mahama Care may be competing with the National Health Insurance Scheme if care is not taken. How do you react to those who make such comments? No,
the right word to use there is that maybe complementing.
Complementing, fine. Yeah, yes. They may be complementing, but then others too also say that the same job the Mahama Care may do, the National Health Insurance may also be doing so as well. They may be competing, even though there's complementing. There's competition also in there.
Yeah, no,
from those who criticize it.
For those who criticize it, what is happening is this: let us understand, and accept this situation. That
definitely, because you are chairman of the committee.
Yes,
it came before you.
Yes, we now find ourselves the cost of treating cancer, the cost of treating heart disease, the cost of treating this chronic illness is so alarming that a lot of people do not even go to the hospitals at all. And that is why when you ask them, what is happening to them? Oh, the thing is spiritual, or it is due to wizards and witches and other forms of African electronics and not medical. But now we have a lot of diagnostic equipment. The CT scans are there, the MRIs are there, so many laboratories we can do in this country. And so we are diagnosing disease. The cancers, we are diagnosing them now. The hole in the heart, we are diagnosing them now. Complications of diabetes, we are diagnosing them now. And so we need now to look for the money. The main problem is how to treat them. And how to treat them is because of the lack of money. And so this Mahama Care, also known as the Medical Trust Fund, is supposed to refrain some amount of money to dedicate it to specialist care for this type of patient, or to assist them. Even if they cannot pay everything for you, they should be able to assist you with a certain percentage and you also add something to it to pay. Because at the moment, let me tell you what people are doing. If they are not going for spiritual healing or some other thing, then they have to do what we call the appeal for fun. And some people are lucky. Through the help of you, the media, they're able to get something. Others, honestly speaking, their own is just to wait for when death will lay its hands on them. And so we this particular bill that I led them to pass, I think some few days back, last week, it's a bill that is supposed to have to be the game changer.
Yeah.
Remember that now the non-communicable disease burden in the country has exceeded the 40% mark.
Yeah.
And deaths due to non-communicable disease is
And
around
millions,
5%, or even more than that now. Some are not recorded. And that does not mean that we have forgotten about communicable disease or malaria and the rest. No, we also have a primary health care program that is supposed to come and take care of that. And that will be hooked to the NHIA. And then this chronic disease, they are hooked on, or they are supposed to be taken care of by the Mahama Care. And so we should be happy. You see, let me tell you something. Those who are arguing that the NHIA fund will be affected by Mahama Care, because 20% of the NHIA fund is to be dedicated to Mahama Care.
Yeah.
They are saying so, but they have forgotten that previously the government capped the NHIA fund by 15%.
And this government has uncapped it.
Uncapped it. So it has brought back that 15%.
So there will be more funds available.
More funds available. Apart from that, the budget performance. Previously, I've been in Parliament. This is my 10th year, or my 9th year in Parliament. Yes. The government performance, the budget performance. In other words, the amount, what we say we'll give to health insurance, we used to give about 50%. That's the real budget performance. Sometimes less than 50%. Sometimes 58%. And the rest of the money is not given to NHIA. This government intends to improve on the budget performance of the NHIA allocations.
Okay.
If we're able to give them the 100%, and we take 20% out of it and give it to Mahama Cares, it means that 80% of it is left for NHIA.
Yeah.
Unlike previously, where without Mahama Care, without anything, they'll give them only 50% of what has been collected. The rest of the money, where it goes, we don't know. It goes into the consolidated fund, and they use it for anything that they want. So I'm assuring Ghanaians that under President Mahama's watch, we are going to ensure that we get a budget performance that is approaching almost 100%. Say that if 80%, if 20% is given to Mahama Cares, the rest of the money that comes from the National Health Insurance Levy and the state contributions, 80% at least will be left for NHIA.
Your committee recently went around various health facilities across the country. What was your general assessment before we go to constituency?
Yeah, well, we roamed about how many 11 regions in Ghana.
Okay.
Later we did the 12th one, that's a central region, and we visited about 14
health
facilities, and that is teaching and regional hospitals. And I must say that they are doing well, but they have a lot
more to do.
Yes. In the Upper East, for example, we realize that they lack staff. When I say staff, the number of doctors, radiographers, etc. If you go to the Baptist Hospital in Nalerugu, where the former vice president comes from, they had 4 doctors. Now I understand there are even 2 now. That's a regional hospital there.
With only 4 doctors.
Only 4 doctors.
And now 2.
They are now 2. The last time they met me, they said they were 2. And I asked myself, what is happening? Is it that doctors are not being posted to those regions? The problem is not like that. The problem is that the attrition rate is very, very high. And so we must now think of how to keep doctors over there.
Yeah.
And not only doctors, radiographers. If you go to the Bulgar Regional Hospital, there's only 1 qualified radiographer over there. The regional hospital have got 1 radiographer. And Bulgar
is it that we don't train enough, for all of them are in Accra and Kumasi and do not want to.
They come there, they are able to keep them, and they go away. And in fact, my thinking is that we need health managers, very good health managers at our hospitals. Because this problem, you can't leave it alone for government to solve it. And we must start thinking and talking openly about some of these problems for it to get solutions. Because if the health manager there, his thinking is that hospitals are supposed to provide free services.
Yeah.
And so they are not supposed to make any profit. And so they cannot take good care of their employees. Or they don't have any idea about how to keep their employees. In that case, what is happening is what is happening. We need a new type of thinking of that manager over there to think that it is my duty to keep my staff. And for the government to give them a free hand to be able to generate revenue, motivate their staff, both monetary, both in terms of accommodation and other, facilities, to ensure that the staff that are posted to you, they stay. Because obviously, if you look at somebody who is working in Accra here, the doctor working in Accra here, he can even do about 3 or 4 jobs.
You call it locum.
Locum. We all did some. And if you go to Bulgaria, you can't get those type of locum, and you're only supposed to depend on your one salary. Meanwhile, you are being overworked.
Yeah.
We call it burnout. You are being burnt out completely, and it will bring you a lot of sicknesses in the near future. Hypertension, diabetes, whatever.
And the rest.
Yes.
Let's go.
And so we will have to get
health managers in these health centers.
But the posture should come right from the ministries to the middle level and then to the districts, so that we have real managers who will sit down and be thinking of how to solve these problems.
Okay,
yes.
Let's go to constituency. We are running out of time. Let's go to your constituency. Tell us the state of roads in your constituency, because roads are issues that matters to a lot of people. Tell us the state of roads in your constituency. Are they good, bad, deplorable state, or better?
In Ghana, I don't think that any MP will come and sit down here and be able to tell you that he has got very good roads.
Oh, but the MP for Ayawaso West Oregon will say that his roads are good.
Then probably have not yet roamed properly throughout all the constituency. In my constituency, the only third road is that road that leads, or that part that links the regional capital Bolga to Boko.
Okay.
So when they were working from Bolga to Boko, they tarred that road. That is the only tarred road. But we have a commercial road that is known as from Asongi through Zalergo to Damolgo, Tindongo, opening up at Piolungu. That is the commercial road. Because Piolungu is a very big market.
Big market, okay.
Yes, they carry goods, sheep, everything to Accra and Kumasi.
Okay.
And so we should be able to do that road. Indeed, I've informed the road minister that, look, if you not do anything for me, just work on that road alone for me.
At least let the big push also affect you some.
that place. You know, but the government have got two programs.
Okay.
This is not part of the big push, but he's also got a program for the district hospitals, 10 kilometers in each district. Okay. And I'm trying to use that program to get that road done. Yes. Said that I'm hoping that by the close to 4 years, we shall have worked on that road.
Do you have a district hospital?
No, we have the Agenda 111.
But wasn't completed?
Wasn't completed.
What percentage? In terms of completion?
Might be about 30%.
Okay.
Yes. We are still far away from completion. Yes. But I'm hoping that we cannot, government currently will not have enough money to be able to complete all the Agenda 111 projects. Yes. And I'm saying this, you know, because a hospital is not even a hotel.
Yeah.
That when you look, when you go to Ashanti region, that hospital that they claim they have completed, an assessment suggested that we needed about 140 million Ghana cedis to be able to operationalize the hospital. We should have. We just did the wrong thing. We spent $400 million, trying to satisfy everybody, and we ended up not doing anything. And we need even more than that to be able to complete this Agenda 111. I'm not saying that no, we should just leave everything, but probably we need to, as a nation, understand that it should be gradually, you know, the low-hanging fruits, those that we can complete.
We should complete them.
We should complete them. Those that we cannot complete, please let us look for the money. And then when we get the money and we can complete one, let's spend the money to complete one.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to say that I'm the chairman of the health committee, and so come and do
complete 5%
of mine, go and do this person's own 3%, go and do this person's own 4%, and in the long run, we will not have any of the hospitals operationalized. That will not help the nation.
Honorable, thank you very much for your time. I really wish we had more time to talk about, you know, other things. But then I appreciate your time in the studio here with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too for coming.
I'm grateful. This is my first time of coming here, and I'm delighted that you are really discussing the issues that matter to Ghanaians.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll invite you again so we can have more detailed conversation on the work of your committee, which is very, very important.
Okay.
A very crucial committee.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time. My guest on Point Blank has been Dr. Market Nawaane. He's a member of Parliament for the Nabdown constituency and chairman of the Health Committee of Parliament.